Can Tottenham Hotspur truly challenge Europe's defensive giants, Atlético Madrid, on the grand stage? For years, Atlético has perfected the art of tactical resilience, transforming their backline into an impenetrable fortress that has stifled the continent's most potent attacks. Now, Tottenham faces this formidable challenge, a test not just of skill, but of their evolving identity under a new tactical philosophy. This isn't merely another fixture, it's a barometer for Spurs' European ambitions, a clash that will define their readiness to compete at the elite level. The stakes are clear. A victory against Diego Simeone's disciplined machine would send a powerful message, signaling Tottenham's arrival as a genuine force capable of dismantling even the most organized opposition. Conversely, a defeat could expose lingering vulnerabilities, raising critical questions about their capacity to consistently break down the most resolute defenses in high-pressure situations. Every pass, every tackle, every strategic decision will be magnified under the intense spotlight of this encounter, with the outcome potentially shaping perceptions for the entire season. The narrative is set. Tottenham, often lauded for their attacking flair and dynamic play, must now prove they possess the grit, patience, and tactical acumen to overcome a team built on defensive mastery and counter-attacking precision. This match isn't just about 3 points or a preseason statement. It's about reputation, progression, and the very soul of a club striving for consistent European relevance. The whispers around potential transfers, including a talent like Xavi Simons, only add another layer of intrigue, hinting at the future direction both clubs envision for their squads. This is where reputations are forged, where tactical battles are won and lost, and where ambitions are either realized or deferred. The question isn't just if they can win, but how they will attempt to conquer one of football's most stubborn and well-drilled puzzles, a challenge that demands both individual brilliance and collective strategic execution. Atlético Madrid arrives with a pedigree forged in the crucible of European football. Under Diego Simeone, they have cultivated a distinct identity, a relentless, organized unit that thrives on frustrating opponents and exploiting minimal chances. Their success isn't accidental. It's the product of years of meticulous tactical planning, defensive solidarity, and a fierce collective spirit. This isn't just a team, it's a philosophy, one that has seen them reach multiple Champions League finals and consistently compete at the highest echelons of the game. Their ability to absorb pressure, maintain shape, and then strike with devastating efficiency on the counterattack makes them a nightmare for any free-flowing offensive side. For Tottenham, this presents a unique psychological and tactical hurdle. They cannot expect to simply outscore Atlético, they must outthink them, outmaneuver them, and crucially, outlast them. The tension builds around how Spurs will adapt their typically expansive game to penetrate such a compact and disciplined block. Will they resort to long-range efforts, or can they unlock spaces through intricate passing and intelligent movement? The contrast in styles couldn't be starker, creating a fascinating chess match on the pitch. Atlético's experience in these high-stakes encounters gives them a significant edge, a calm assurance that comes from having navigated similar pressures countless times before. Tottenham, while possessing immense talent, still seeks to establish that same level of consistent European authority. This encounter is more than a game. It's a clash of footballing ideologies, a test of whether attacking ambition can overcome defensive pragmatism when the stakes are at their highest. The tactical battle in midfield, particularly, will be crucial, determining who controls the tempo and dictates the flow of play against a side that excels at disrupting rhythm. The tactical blueprints for both managers will be under intense scrutiny. For Tottenham, the challenge lies in finding creative solutions against a deep-lying defense. This means not just relying on individual brilliance, but executing intricate patterns of play, quick 1-2 passes, and intelligent runs off the ball to disorganize Atlético's lines. The wide areas will be critical. Can Spurs' wingers and full-backs provide the width and delivery needed to stretch Atlético's compact shape? Or will Simeone's full-backs effectively nullify these threats, forcing Tottenham centrally into congested areas? The midfield battle, often overlooked, will be the engine room of this contest. Atlético's midfielders are masters of disruption, breaking up play and launching swift transitions. Tottenham's central players must not only win these duels but also demonstrate exceptional composure in possession, resisting the urge to rush attacks and instead patiently probing for openings. The potential inclusion of a player like Xavi Simons, if he were to feature for either side, could be a game-changer. His vision, close control, and ability to operate in tight spaces are precisely the attributes needed to unlock a stubborn defense. If he were in a Spurs shirt, he could be the creative spark. If with Atlético, another layer of tactical sophistication. The defensive responsibilities for Tottenham will also be paramount. Atlético, despite their defensive reputation, possess dangerous attackers capable of punishing any lapse in concentration. Quick transitions and set pieces are Simeone's bread and butter, demanding unwavering focus from Spurs' backline. This match will be a true examination of Tottenham's tactical maturity and their ability to execute a complex game plan under pressure. The pressure on both managers, Ange Postecoglou for Tottenham and Diego Simeone for Atlético, is immense, albeit for different reasons. Postecoglou is building a new era, instilling an attacking philosophy that demands bravery and technical excellence. This match represents a significant benchmark in that journey, a chance to prove his system can thrive against the most disciplined opposition. A strong performance, even without a win, could validate his methods and galvanize the squad. Simeone, on the other hand, carries the weight of established expectation. His tactical identity is synonymous with Atlético, and while successful, there's always the demand to evolve while maintaining their core strengths. He will be meticulously planning to exploit any perceived weakness in Tottenham's expansive approach, particularly on the counter. The psychological warfare will be subtle but constant. Which team can maintain their composure under duress? Which manager can make the decisive tactical adjustment at the critical moment? The history of both clubs in European competition also adds a layer of intrigue. Atlético has consistently reached the latter stages, often punching above their financial weight. Tottenham has had moments of brilliance but has struggled for sustained consistency at the very top. This encounter is a chance for Spurs to narrow that gap, to demonstrate they belong in the conversation with Europe's perennial contenders. The individual duels across the pitch, from the strikers against the center-backs to the wingers against the full-backs, will be mini battles that collectively decide the war. Every player will need to be at their absolute peak, both physically and mentally, to overcome the tactical masterclass expected from Atlético. Ultimately, this clash between Tottenham and Atlético Madrid transcends a simple football match. It's a profound statement about ambition versus established power. For Tottenham, the payoff isn't just a result, but the invaluable experience gained from confronting a team that epitomizes tactical discipline and resilience. It's about proving their attacking philosophy can adapt and overcome, demonstrating that their evolution under Postecoglou is not just aesthetically pleasing but also strategically robust. A successful outing, whether a hard-fought draw or a narrow victory, would instill immense confidence, validating their approach and signaling their intent for future European campaigns. It would show they can indeed break down the fortress. For Atlético, the match reinforces their identity, showcasing their enduring ability to control games and frustrate opponents, even against dynamic attacking sides. The implications for both clubs extend beyond the 90 minutes. For Spurs, it's a stepping stone, a crucial learning curve that will shape their tactical development and mental fortitude. For Atlético, it's another affirmation of their unique, highly effective methodology. The tactical lessons learned, the individual performances observed, and the collective spirit displayed will all contribute to the narratives of their respective seasons. This encounter serves as a powerful reminder that in football, contrasting styles often create the most compelling narratives. The question remains: can Tottenham truly bridge the gap and assert themselves against one of Europe's most formidable tactical setups? The answer will undoubtedly shape their trajectory. What are your predictions for this intriguing European showdown? Share your thoughts on how Tottenham can overcome Atlético's defensive might.